Muy buenas a todos, chicos y chicas, ¿qué tal estáis? Bienvenidos a un capítulo más del Let's Play de Greedfall. Y lo hemos dejado justamente por aquí, en la misión directamente del golpe de estado o algo así. Y tenemos que elegir a un compañero. Obviamente Kurt está directamente puesto con nosotros, así que vamos a llevarnos a Vasco. Vale, vamos a llevarnos a Vasco, porque esto creo que concierne tanto a los nautas como a los de la guardia. Porque Petrus no... es buen hombre, pero no me cae bien. Afra me cae como el puto culo. Y si ahora, a ver, no quiero que se implique. Quiero llevarla a nivel afable, básicamente para que sea mi asunto amoroso. A ver si se puede de una vez. Traición. Asegúrate de que los consejeros de Constantine están a salvo.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight.
We must also think about the advisors, including your professor. And then we have to rescue Lady Mirage.
We must hurry before the guard can act. Lord de Cossillon! The Coin Guard tried to assassinate my cousin and is plotting the same actions against the other governors.
So, finally done it. Such proximity to power is a terrible temptation. It was only a question of time before they succumbed.
We should have paid more attention to your lessons. We might have been able to avoid all of this. Follow me. I'm taking you somewhere safe.
I'm coming.
Estaba bebiendo Coca-Cola. Vale, ahora hay que bajar. ¿Cómo? ¡Hijos de puta! ¡Fuera de aquí! Vámonos. No, por aquí no es. Es por aquí. Ya están actuando los cabrones, ¿eh? Tomar por culo. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Ahí. Ya me ha entrado una tos súper tonta. No, por aquí no es. Por aquí.
Lord Minister! The Coin Guard wants to take control of the island by assassinating all its governors.
The guard is everywhere. They could succeed.
We will do everything in our power to thwart them. Come now. We'll take you somewhere safe.
I'll follow you.
Vámonos. Por aquí.
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go.
Más partes, los cabrones. Venga, vámonos. Ah, por aquí no puedo. Entonces, ¿por dónde me escapo? ¿Por aquí abajo? Pues sí. ¿No? No. ¿O sí? Boom. 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 ¿Por dónde? Vale.
We've reached the cellar. It looks like a good place to hide. Constantine, promise me that you will stay here until we secure the city.
Do I even have a choice? Here I am, consigned to my quarters like some broken old maid.
Like someone ill, Constantine. Someone sick who is dear to me, and the city wouldn't survive your loss.
You have such a way with words. Very well. I promise to stay here, obediently awaiting your return.
Let's go then.
And cousin?
Watch out for yourself.
You are dear to me as well.
You are safe here.
Perfecto.
My eternal gratitude, Excellency.
You will be safe.
Alerta a la señora de Morange. Vale. Madre mía, la que se ha liado, ¿eh? Un puto golpe de estado. Y estoy limpiando.
Lady Morange, make ready to depart. We cannot remain here.
But what is going on?
The Coin Guard has decided to take control of the Isle. They plan to overthrow the governors. They were set on assassinating Constantine and his entire entourage.
The idiots!
You are in danger. Do you know a safe place where we could take you?
Don't worry about me. I have friends here. They will hide me. Go! And do be careful.
Vale. Aunque me estabais esperando, hijos de puta. Vamos por aquí. ¿Quién? ¡Ah! ¡Vosotros! A ver qué tiene este rojo, porque este cifre... ¡Uh! Vale, tienen cosas guays. Tendría que haberlos looteado antes. ¿Ciencia cuánto? Ah, 1. Pero claro, necesito Constitución 3.
Messenger, be ready to leave at once. You must warn the governor of Hikmet that a conspiracy is underway targeting him.
It's just that I can't leave the city just yet.
What are you talking about? The order comes from the governor. What more do you need?
It's just that I was told if I left the city today, it would cost me my life.
Who said that? The commander's men, I suppose?
I don't really know. But they were heavily armed, and they pay very well.
If it's a question of money, how much did they promise you?
A lot, my lord.
You should be ashamed of your cupidity. Here, this should do it. Well?
Your Excellency is extremely generous. I shall leave immediately.
Bueno, por lo menos sale bien, ¿sabes? Por lo menos no me arriesgo al sobor. No. ¡Me la suda! Joder. Pero ya tengo una mejor. Ajenque. Vale, ya es cuando me están empezando a dar muy buenos... Me están empezando a dar muy buenas cosas. ¿Cuánto de peso tenemos, por cierto? Ah, vale. Un poquito más de la mitad, no mucho.
Make preparations to leave. I have a message to communicate immediately to the governor of San Mateus. You must tell the Mother Cardinal that the Coin Guard is preparing a coup d'etat. Her life and those of her entourage are in grave danger.
Very well, Your Excellency. I'll leave immediately.
The commander must be in his upstairs quarters preparing the attack. We should try to reach him discreetly.
We could try to go through the tavern's kitchen.
That's one way to do it. Or we could use the scaffolding to access the upper floor directly. But it's visible from the dormitories. And I know that the young recruits were ordered to stay there.
They will not suspect us if we're wearing guard uniforms. Do you know where the 3 lieutenants you told us about are located?
Ludger is an instructor. He'll be in the right wing of the barracks. As for the other 2, they'll be at the tavern. Olga and Werner are in charge of the guards' secondary activities. In the basement.
Our priority should still be to
Lo
stop
siento, chavales. Si estáis en nuestra contra, morís. Ole. Estos me dan mierda. Porque bueno. Vale, tengo que subir arriba. Ok.
What are you doing here? Who let you in? I demand an explanation.
It seems that your men are a little distracted this evening, Lieutenant. It is understandable, with all that's been going on. You are under arrest, as well as your commander.
But what is this? I recognize you. You're the governor's emissary. And Kurt, you had your orders.
Sorry, but forced to betray someone, I decided it would be the less likable of the lot.
Traitor. Soldiers, ready weapons.
Ah, vale. Tomar por culo. ¡Hala! Ajá, tengo nivel 2. A ver este. Ah, bueno, sí, sí. Tengo que bajar. Ahora.
It's blocked.
Vale, y ahora tengo que venir por aquí. Ah, claro, los tenientes están aquí en la taberna, ¿sabes? ¡Ja! Pero hijos de puta. ¿Abajo? Abajo.
I'm sorry, Your Excellency. I know you've paid your entry fee, but this is a special night.
Loco.
My orders are not to let anyone in.
What if I paid you a supplement for your good services?
Very well, you can come in. I hope I won't be in trouble.
Vale, dadme un segundito. Quiero ver. Exacto, a ver. Se lo voy a dar, tío. A ver. Lo siento, Kurt. Sé que te ves ridículo. Pero... Ya que estamos, tío, se los voy a dar. Y ahora tú, hijo. Mira, te voy a poner este. Por fin cambié de pistola. Vale. Nada. No sé por qué te puse esto, pero bueno. Pues ya estaría. Bueno, espérate. Eso, el espadón. ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? Vale. Ah, Mef. Ya la conocemos, el oficial Fernando, todo el rollo, vale. Para abajo.
I regret, my lord, we are closed this evening. Come back another day.
I'm not here to tempt my luck. Are you in charge?
That's right, what do you want from me?
From you? Nothing. We are here to arrest the commander's lieutenants.
Is that right? Now this ought to be good. And for what crime would that be?
You know very well. For high treason.
Oh, and you think that my men are just gonna let you, without so much as blinking an eye?
Why would your men risk their lives
Intuición,
and
tío,
their
está
families'
cheto,
well-being to serve your greedy ambitions? Gentlemen, you have been manipulated. I imagine you were promised riches and high station on the island. Told that with such a prize you would be free of the services of the merchants, the mages and the scholars. But do you imagine for an instant that the Nauts would risk losing their precious clients for you? That the continental nations that you've betrayed would accept that you might return to their lands? You would be condemned to remain on this island, isolated and forever banished from the continent. I only hope that you are leaving no one behind you, because you will never see them again.
You make sense. We have too much to lose in this story. I'm sorry, Lieutenant, but you're gonna have to deal with this yourself. Do with him what you feel you must.
Matarlo.
Then let's go!
Perfecto. Siguiente.
Soldiers, ready weapons. We are under attack.
We have been sent by the governor Constantin d'Orsay.
100%.
The lieutenant is accused of high treason for having participated in an attempted coup d'etat. As you can see for yourselves, the attempt failed. Are you also ready to be accused of treason because of your loyalty to your lieutenant?
I doubt it. I'm sure they're gonna make the wise decision. Isn't that right, Dieter?
You give your word that we'll suffer no repercussions if we lay down arms?
You have my word.
Very well. We are dropping our weapons, soldiers. That dog's hide doesn't deserve our sacrifice.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Tomar por culo. Llega a la oficina del comandante de la moneda. Ok. Vámonos. Joder, la de vueltas que hay que dar, Mensaje al comandante Thorsten. Comandante, hemos seguido sus instrucciones al pie de la letra. Si la operación fallara, un escolta le estará esperando a la salida del cuartel para acompañarlo a los muelles, donde el barco nauta que pidió estará esperando, listo para partir. Teniente Werner.
Do you know where Thorsten could have gone?
No. but we'll certainly find some information about it in these papers. Torsten suspected that I would denounce him, and he was prepared to leave this place. We must catch up to him. He cannot get away with this.
Let's go.
Con esto tengo cerradores nivel 3. Jaja. Venga, vamos a por Torsten. ¡Hijo de puta! ¡Hijo puta! ¿Te imaginas? Con los personajes en plan de ¡hijo de puta!
Torsten is a snake, but he's clever. Apparently, he suspected I would.
Bueno, parece que Torsten está aquí, ¿no?
The guard, we're moving out. Break camp. We are no longer.
Vamos a ir a por él, tío.
And so, these snake oil merchants defy us by sending their watchdog. Let's show them what guards are made of.
You will regret ever.
A tomar por culo.
You pathetic dog.
Toma en la boca.
Game is over for you, Commander.
¡Ole! Golpe fallido. Evalúa la situación con Constantine. ¿Por dónde salgo? ¿Por aquí? Ah, pues sí. Hostia, está fatal, ¿eh?
Do I have the time to return and see those dear to me?
Constantine, how are you feeling?
Death is on my doorstep.
Hostia, está horrible ya.
Come closer. What ill tidings do you bring?
Yes. I thought you'd like to know that the Coin Guard's attempt to take control of the island has failed.
This is excellent news. The kind I've not had in a great while. Thank you, Kurt. Were it not for your loyalty, we were lost. As for you, my dear cousin, you know what I owe you. Not only have you looked out for me, like always, but you have protected my advisors.
Yes. And if your highness would permit, I would like to relay our most sincere gratitude from all of Teleme. Thanks to your message, the Mother Cardinal was able to thwart the commander's plans. By the grace of the Illuminated, the city is saved, and the traitors punished as they should be.
I was told that you were able to catch the commander and his underlings before they were able to flee.
Barely, but yes. They're going to have to pay for their crimes.
I cannot remember if the traitors are hung before being quartered, or if it is the contrary. Enough talk of ruffians. They failed, and for that, I again thank Kurt.
If your highness is looking for a means to translate his gratitude, gold is a present that is always appreciated.
I imagine that you shall name a new commander.
Yes. I will discuss the matter with loyalist officers, but I think I know who will be elected.
I hope it is someone whom we can trust. We do need soldiers, but loyal soldiers above all.
We are well aware that the Guard's reputation has been tarnished. We will not make the same mistake twice. Sieglinde is solid and loyal.
Ah, Sieglinde, claro.
Fall beside her.
You have my complete trust, Kurt.
La que echaron de la guardia por enfrentarse a esa
I
corrupción.
must ask you something.
All right. I'm listening.
I'm always suffering, cousin. I'm in such terrible pain and we're yet to discover a cure. Don't blame yourself. I know how much you do for me. Yet, I'm afraid that before the sickness claims me, the pain will have driven me mad. If only there was a way to ease my suffering.
I know of a healer with powers that are legendary amongst the clans. It is rumored he can alleviate even the most terrible pains. His village is west of the city. I could take you there.
One of our holy men lives in San Mateus. His healing powers are supposedly miraculous. Alas, it is a miracle we are in need of, my son.
If I may, Your Highness, we have the best physicians in the world. It shouldn't stop Father Petrus from praying for a miracle. It can't do any harm.
I'm nothing more than a sailor. I don't have much to offer when it comes to healing. As it would seem Taleme are prey for the Malachor, just like the Bridge Alliance. Perhaps it would be best to ask for aid from those not suffering from the plague.
The sailor's right. The holy men and the sages had their chance on the continent, and we all know how that went.
Thank you, as always, for your advice. Cousin, you are the only one I trust, so please, don't let me lose my mind.
I'll follow the leads and find a way. I won't let you down. Hold on. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Vale. El sufrimiento de Constantine. Pero... Perdón. Pero... Tenemos un par de misiones... que hacer ahora. Y es con Petrus. Es literalmente con Petrus. Tenemos que hablar con él. Que tenemos que seguir sus misiones.
I need to speak with you, my child.
Yes, Petrus. What is it?
I've come up with a plan to put what we've learned.
¿Os acordáis de la primera misión de Petrus de lo de la madre cardenal? Pues ya podemos seguir con ello.
And we must make sure that the odds are high. To do this, you'll have to face a champion. This will lure her in.
That would effectively raise the odds. But the risk is they'll bet against me.
That may be the case. But the highest bets are based on the exact time of the defeat.
I see. We are going to make the Mother Cardinal believe that I will lose at a specific time.
And by doing so, you'll win something bigger than a fight.
This will make her lose a considerable amount.
Exactly. I've even taken measures to make sure her usual moneylender is unavailable. Without knowing it, she will come to me looking for gold in order to place her bet.
And she will be at our mercy. Is this how you settle scores in Taleme?
This is how all scores are settled, my child. Or on the battlefield. But that's much dirtier. So, what do you say?
Pues que sí.
It's a complicated plan, but an effective one. Let's put it in motion.
Let's go back to the St. Mateus bookmaker. Your skills seem to interest
Vale, convence al corredor de apuestas de que organice una pelea. Pues vámonos. Solamente tenemos que coger nuestra casa y ya estaría. Con un pequeño viajecito a San Mateo. Residencia, sí. Vale, ahora quiero hacer una cosita. Y es mirar. Vale, Petrus. Mira, por ejemplo, tú tienes cositas que te puedo dar. Pues la verdad es que sí, que esta te viene incluso mejor. Hombre, por calidad, mejor te quedas así. Puta mierda. El anillo es es tocho el que tienes. Vale, tú. Es que no hay otro mejor. Aparte este, bueno. Nada. Si tuvieras Constitución 4. Sí, supongo. Obviamente. Ya estaría. Joder, el arcabuz, chaval. Vale, ¿y tú? Hija mía. Vale, tú estás más o menos bien. Hombre, tú esto lo tienes tochísimo. Vale. Y Kurt igual, más o menos. Y tú más o menos. Pues ya estaríamos. ¿Verdad? Sí, ya estaríamos. A vender. No. Sí. Sí, sí. Sí, sí. Fuera, 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 fuera. Armadura escarlata. Sí. ¿No? Sí, porque seguro que conseguiré algo mejor. Vale, cuidadito con no... ¿Sabes? Vale, ¿y qué podemos comprar de...? Nada, bueno, pues ya estaríamos. No. Todos tendríamos armas decentes, así que perfecto. La verdad. Ah, vale, que puedo entrar por aquí directamente. Vale, abajito.
Good day.
Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
Supongo que enfrentarme a un
I want to
campeón.
challenge the champion of the arena.
A champion? Really? Now, you were asking about Candy Cane. It wouldn't be him that sent you here by any chance.
No, no one has sent me. I'm looking to make a reputation for myself.
Ah, that sounds better. It's true you have talent and the public does like you. Let me think. There's Briscard, one of our old champions. It's been a while since he fought, but he did ask me to set something up for him. He's not a youngster anymore, but his name is known. And he's a killer, I'm warning you.
This Briscard sounds like the perfect opponent.
A deal! I'll work on getting things ready for the combat and line up the betting. Until then, make sure you're ready. It'll be a duel. Your friends will need to stay in their seats.
Sin
As soon
problema.
as you're ready, you'll just need to go and see the arena master.
We should go and see Candy Cane so he can set up our deal. So when you win, she will lose her bet.
Convence a bastón de caramelo. Vale. Uy. Es verdad que a bastón de caramelo ya lo conocíamos. Vamos a ver, pringaos. Un poquito pringaos vosotros, ¿verdad? Vamos a ver. Que sois low level, macho. Que no me dais ni para empezar. Pringaos.
You again? What do you want this time?
Why so defensive? Petrus, you have a proposal
Un
to make,
50%, eh?
That's right. I've thought of a little scheme that could make us all very rich. You know me, so you also know I'm quite clever, and that my ideas are always fruitful.
They do say that you are devious. Perhaps too much so for your own good. Go on.
My friend here loves the glory and sound of the arena.
I've gained quite a reputation. Soon I'll be taking on a true champion. I'm no fool though. I know I won't last long against him.
Yeah? I've seen the odds. Everyone expects you to lose within a minute. So what?
Let us suppose that our champion is a little less aggressive than usual.
If the fight can last at least 5 minutes, an informed bettor would win the jackpot.
And I'd keep a little of my pride.
Very well. I'll arrange it. But no dirty tricks. Don't take advantage of the deal and try to beat the champion. If you do, he'll wipe the floor with you. You want to get your money. Don't get too greedy.
¿Puedo ganar? Ah, tengo que esperar 24 horas. Joder. Ay. Vale, no. Tengo que salir por aquí. Por cuyons. Puede que sí que pueda ganarle, ¿eh? Al menos aquí pone que se puede. ¿Dónde está mi casa, coño? Joder, es verdad que tengo que salir por aquí. Cago en Dios. No sabía que tenía que esperar 24 horas, pero bueno. Se esperan y ya está. ¡Ah! ¡Hala! Aquí me pone derrota al campeón, ¿eh? Así que yo lo reviento, ¿eh? Yo lo muelo a palo. ¡Hala! ¡Let's go!
Ready to excite the crowd? Ah, there you are. I was told you'd be taking on one of our old champions. Are you ready for the fight? Beware. Contrary to the challenges, this combat must be fought alone. Your friends must remain in the stands.
Yes, I am ready.
So, jump into the arena, and may the better fighter win.
Pringao. Vaya puta mierda.
Spectacle. Congratulations on your victory.
Thank you. It wasn't easy.
And here are your winnings from the combat. You've earned them.
Bravo! A glorious victory, which is made all the sweeter by double compensation.
I don't believe I've ever seen you happier. The thought of holding something over Cornelius seems to do you wonders.
That is true. Politics is an extremely subtle game, and just as satisfying as fighting in an arena.
I imagine we need to go and see her now.
Yes, and I hope you will enjoy the moment every bit as much as I will.
Vale. Aquí hay sí. Lo hay, lo hay. ¡Hostia! En principio tengo que salir de aquí, ¿sabes? Bueno. Yo creo que nos da tiempo antes de los 50 minutos hacer la otra misión de Petrus, ¿eh? Así nos la quitamos ya de en medio. Y podremos centrarnos en la de Constantine directamente. Pero bueno, a ver qué nos cuenta la madre cardenal Cornelia de esto. No sé qué recompensa me ha dado. No me ha dado nada. Se bugueó la mierda de lo de las misiones secundarias. No sé por qué, pero bueno. Vamos a contarle las cositas. Cornelia, tiene usted mucho que contar, ¿eh?
And you, Petrus, what can I do for you?
We have come to offer our support. We have learned that the arena was cruel to you.
How do you know that? Oh, I see. You tricked my informer.
Will you just let him believe that I would lose?
All I did was take the place of your moneylender. You owe me a handsome sum.
All of this just to make me spill the beans, am I right? I didn't expect you to play this kind of game, Your Excellency. It is true, though, that with such a teacher...
Oh, come on, Cornelia. You excel at this game.
It's true. And I also know when to admit defeat. What do you want from me?
We won't use what we know of you, nor what you owe us, so long as you act loyally towards the congregation and Constantine. Is that clear?
Is that what you're expecting? Ah, but I'm sure that this sly old fox has something else in mind, right? You hope that I'll support you when you court the rank of cardinal? You haven't learnt your lesson, then? Have you forgotten the abyss into which you plunged because of your ambition last time?
Petrus, what is she talking about?
Cornelia, you don't have the right to use that against me, to disclose what I revealed to you that day.
It was said under the seal of the Enlightened, it's true. But if someone deserves to know, it's him.
No, please.
Since you have no intention of speaking, I will. Petrus knew your mother, child.
Hostia!
My mother? Petrus, is this true? How?
Be damned, Cornelia. It's true. I knew your mother. I used to go to the jail to give my spiritual support to the prisoners of the Prince d'Orsay.
Y por eso es importante grabar las misiones de los personajes, tío.
She was alone, afraid, and exhausted. And so strange. Obviously, I had no way of knowing that she came from here. The princes kept their secret well.
Why didn't you tell me about it? You knew that my uncle lied to me and you kept quiet.
I was ashamed. Ashamed of having left her to die in that dead-end pit. Completely alone.
Why talk to others about it then? Why does she know?
One evening, in a fit of despair, Petrus felt the need to share this great burden with someone.
At the time, you were the ear of the enlightened, Cornelia. You have broken your vows. Ah, damnation. It's better out in the open. I've wanted to tell you about it since I met you. Now that you know, I want to do something in her memory. I will help you find your family here on the island. The prince sent you here to use you. But I can ensure that all of this serves a purpose.
How could I possibly believe you now? You have used me for your scheming and kept me in the dark.
I understand how you feel, my child. Let's wait a little, until you've taken it all in. Time heals the wounds of the soul. Come back and see me when you are ready. As for you, Cornelia, remember what we have on you. You no longer have the upper hand.
No, pues con esta conversación tan larga sí que vamos a llegar a casi a la hora para completar las dos misiones, ¿eh?
Sly and opportunistic.
Vale, según la guía hay que dormir para que me dé la otra. Bueno, hay que dormir, hay que descansar hasta que diga el juego: ¡Ey, toma la misión! Y ya está. Así es como funcionan las misiones de los compañeros. Y ya solamente nos quedaría completar las de Siora, que a ver cuándo nos las dan, porque aún ni siquiera nos las han dado. Y es con la que quiero mantener el amorío. Vale, por aquí. Voy a dormir un día. Voy a dormir otro día. Ya está. Voy a hablar con Petrus.
I'm happy you came to find me. Allow me to apologize once again. I should have spoken to you sooner, told you what I knew, and not betrayed your trust.
Indeed, you should have.
As I said, I'd like to make up for it and help you find your family again.
How do you intend to do that?
As you now know, I knew your mother. We had trouble communicating at first, of course, but we gradually learned to understand one another. She was important in her village. Based on what I know today, I think she was a Donegad. She told me her name,
Arelwyn,
and told me about her family. She even gave me a pendant for you. You were only a child, so I gave it to Mrs. de Sade for safekeeping.
She gave me a necklace when I went
¡Ah! El collar que nos dio, que me dijo, toma, es una reliquia familiar. ¡Hostia puta!
But I'm sure the Norts can help us. They were the ones who took your mother to the continent.
It was such a long time ago. How can I find out if they remember?
The Norts record everything down to the gentlest breeze. They must have written something in a logbook somewhere. So, do you want to try and find out where you come from? Do you want to find your relatives?
Sí.
Yes. All this is so new to me, but I suppose so, yes.
Let's go then.
Vale. Al almirante Cabral, claro. Es que ella lo sabía. Ella lo sabía todo. ¿Puedo venderte algo? No, porque esta la quiero. Es que claro, agilidad 5. Es que mira, agilidad 5, 399. Y mira la que tengo aquí, 517, agilidad 5. Es que no me sirve. Vale, esta necesito fuerza 4, 231. ¿Dónde está Petrus? Aquí. 209. 231, vale. Ala. Ya tiene Petrus un anillo gordo. Sí, es que la voy a vender, tío, porque es que no tiene ningún puto sentido mantener eso, tío. No tiene ningún sentido, tío. Pues sí, vamos a tener otro vídeo de 1 hora. En compensación, supongo que por haberos dejado sin un capítulo un día.
You have come at the right time, Your Excellency. I am in a delicate situation and your help would be invaluable.
I'm listening, Admiral.
Captain Reuben warned me that he suspected a member of his crew of being...
No tengo tiempo para misiones secundarias, Cabral. Cuénteme cosas sobre mi madre.
Navigation information to foreigners.
Why ask me to take care of it?
This is a very serious accusation. The Norts are like a family. I think anyway, there's your authority.
I see. What is the exact nature of...
It's
I agree. Where can I find Captain
at the anchor.
Ahora, gracias, por fin. Hablarle sobre nuestra madre. Es que no me interesa esa misión secundaria.
After what I revealed to you, I was sure you would come back to find me. What would you like to know?
You told me that I was born on one of your ships, of an islander captured on the island.
We'd like to know about this woman's origins.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I did not take part in those expeditions, and our old archives are far from here.
Is there no one on Tier 3D who can help us? Please.
Very well. I do know an old captain who could perhaps help you out.
Where can he be found?
His ship is moored in the port of Hikmet, if I'm not mistaken. His name is Captain Lissandro.
Thank you for your help, Admiral.
De Sarde?
Yes, Admiral?
Don't get too caught up in the past. That one in particular. Nothing good will come of it.
Whether or not we choose to get caught up in it, Admiral, the past always catches up with us. Sadly, I'm paying the price of this.
Bien, A encontrar a Lisandro. Encuentra e interroga al capitán Lisandro en Hikmet. Averigua dónde está ahora, ¿sabes?
Thank the enlightened that a captain who took part in these expeditions is right here on the island.
It is indeed a stroke of luck. I hope he remembers my mother.
Do not worry. If his memory fails him, he may have kept his diary from that time.
Está por aquí, le queda poquito. Aquí está.
Hello there. My name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
I am Captain Lisandro. Pleased to meet you. I don't believe I've had the pleasure before. Yet your face seems familiar. How odd. Well, what can I do for you?
Admiral Cabral advised me to speak to you about a matter of some concern to me.
The Admiral? Coming from a legate, I should have expected that. So?
You are the only one on this island that can help me.
Really? Oh, I think I understand. That's why your face looked familiar. The congregation is good at keeping its secrets, isn't it? This story is not a new one.
25 years. 25 years
25 años.
A woman who was captured on this island to Serene.
I remember. And yet it wasn't the first time.
Así que nuestro personaje tiene 25 años.
Occasion, a child was born.
So you can understand why we'd like to learn where this captive came from.
Yes, yes. I have seen more than a few naughts looking for their parents. But what have you got to do with all this?
I met that woman in Serene. I got to know her well.
Listen, it's not that I don't want to help
¿A
you.
que va a ser nuestro padre este tío?
What it was. I wasn't the captain at the time. I wasn't the one who decided where we moored the ship. So I don't see how I can help you find out where this woman came from.
From one captain to another, if you would allow me.
Captain Vasco? I'm listening.
You said it yourself. A child was born at that particular time. A seaborn. And we always help one of our own.
Very well. I need to look in my old
Anda,
logbooks.
Vasco ha servido de ayuda.
I'll find something. Wait for me here. I'll be an hour at the most. Here it is. I found my old logbook. There's a passage in it that would probably interest you. Your mother came from a village on the plains in the southeast of the island. I'm talking about a place where the bones of the whale are visible from the coast. I believe the natives call it Vignamri.
Thank you for this information, Captain.
It's nothing. I'm getting sentimental in my old age. Good luck to you.
So here you are on the verge of discovering your mother's village, of finding your own people. How do you feel?
I don't really know. I'm a little lost, I suppose. All of this is so new to me.
I understand. Mrs. de Sardet was loving. She raised you with tenderness.
Hombre, fue una buena madre para él.
Your real mother. I'm sorry.
Para él fue una buena madre. Ah, está aquí. Perfecto. Por cierto, páginas del diario, mira, del marinero Lisandro. Esto no nos ha dejado leerlo. El capitán nos ha hecho atracar en la bahía al sudeste de la isla, en el sitio en el que vemos los cuerpos de ballenas, tal como deseaba nuestro cliente. Sus soldados desembarcaron. El tiempo es estable. El capitán nos ordenó limpiar el puente mientras que esperábamos su regreso. Los soldados regresaron, cubiertos en sangre, y 2 de ellos murieron. Trajeron a una insular cautiva con ellos, una curandera. La mujer está encinta. Pronto nacerá un nuevo nauta. Ah, ya estaba embarazada cuando la capturaron. Ya estaba embarazada. ¡Coño, Ulan! ¿En serio?
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I recently found out that my mother came from your village.
Your mother was from Vignamri. Now I understand why your face seems so familiar to me.
Indeed. She was captured before my birth and sent to the continent.
She was called Arelwyn. Did you know her?
Of course. Everyone here remembers her kidnapping.
Could you tell me more about that?
I was not the head of the clan back then. It was a very long time ago. But I remember the village Denegad. Kidnapped by the people of the sea. All our warriors set off to her rescue.
Es que encima nuestra madre era una Doneigad, ¿sabes?
Most of them died.
Incluido el hombre al que amaba. Oh, Dios mío, mataron a nuestro padre. Encima mataron a nuestro padre. Vale.
My father died too. Do you know if any members of my family are still alive?
Yes. Slan, your mother's sister. She then
Nuestra
became
tía.
our Doneigad. She was never able to match her sister's talent. Too much knowledge had been lost. Relwyn was a renowned healer across all of Tiafradi. Taking her place was not.
Por eso también se justifica que el personaje puede usar magia, ¿sabes?
They probably hoped she could help them find a cure for the Malachor. But all alone, far from the island. She was just a young, frightened woman who had lost all her powers.
Do you know where I can find my aunt?
You could try her house, but she's rarely there. She is an elderly woman now, and very much enjoys her own company. She doesn't speak much to me. But others here can probably tell you where to find her.
Thank you, Ulan.
Anything else?
No, nada más.
Nothing. I must go.
Gracias, Ulan. Pues nada, buscar a nuestra tía. Hostia, vaya bugazo de...
What do you think of the chief of your village?
He seems quite friendly compared to the others we've run into.
A bit too friendly, if you ask me. A little too concerned with...
Aquí no hay nadie, ¿no?
And you think that's a bad thing?
He reminds me of myself when I was younger. And that's not a compliment. My fear is that he serves his own ambition. And this is often done at the expense of others. There's no one here.
¿Qué chapa das, Petrus?
Renaigse. Do you need help, Renaigse?
Actually, yes. I'm looking for the village Doneigad.
Oh. And what do you want from her?
Ulan told me that she could help me to find someone.
Ulan must have wanted to play a dirty trick on you. There's no love lost between Ulan and the Doneigad. She says that he loves the people from your island too much. But Ulan saved our village. Anyway, if you want to find her, try heading towards the western plains. I am not sure if she is there right now, but she likes going for walks there.
I'm extremely grateful.
Vale. ¿A cuánto está? Ok. Vale, solo tenemos que salir de aquí. Recto. Por la izquierda. Recto y por la izquierda, vale. Pues para adelante. Sí, nada más que llegue el camino. Sigo el camino marroncito. Y en la intersección a la izquierda. Es decir, por aquí, ¿verdad? Sí. Nice. Casi llevamos una horita, ¿eh? Igual que el capítulo anterior. Creo recordar que el anterior también fue de una horita y algo. Pero bueno. Nada aquí.
There's a woman over there. surrounded by animals.
¡No! ¡Deja a mi tía! ¡Cabrones!
Well, thank you for stepping in. I don't understand what has happened. Usually these animals accept me. Something must have frightened them.
We are glad we arrived at the right time. We would have been very upset if something had happened to you.
Excuse me, but are you Slan, the Denegad of Vignamri?
Yes, that's me. Were you looking for me?
Yes, we were. If you would allow us, we'd like to accompany you and tell our story along the way.
Very well. I will walk by your side.
This is the story we have pieced together.
I just can't believe it. Yet, if I think about it, your face reminds me of hers.
My mother, or rather, the woman who raised me, gave me this necklace.
A Relwyn gave it to me, to give to her child, and I passed it on to Mrs. de Sade.
It looks familiar. Your father had given it to your mother when they bound. It's good that you are wearing it today. My poor beloved Relwyn, who died far away from
Buah,
us all,
chaval.
and divorced Tirce. I still miss her so much.
She wanted me to help her die. But I was unable to do such a thing. Someone would have figured it out. I would have been sent back to Ptolemy, and I would have lost everything. So I watched her suffer. And one day she died.
Petrus, I cannot hold it against you for letting her live.
No, you don't understand. I loved her.
La amabas.
I loved her, and I didn't even have the strength to end her suffering. She's the only woman I've ever loved.
I never would have.
Por eso se alegró tanto de vernos.
Everyone loved Relwyn. She was marvelous. You cannot blame yourself, man of the light. What's more, you brought me her child. For that alone, she would forgive you if she were among us. All is well now. The child of Tia Fradi has returned home, and with him, the spirit of his mother. You are home, my Magum. Welcome.
Petrus, I wanted to thank you.
Thank me? Despite everything you know about me?
You may have been a bit cowardly in the past, to the point of letting the woman you loved suffer. You were manipulative, and you lied to everyone, including yourself. But thanks to what you've told me, I've been able to find my family and my origins. And for that, I thank you.
La aldea de Ulan, chaval.
Child, what you're saying touches me more than you can imagine. At least I've done something good, for once in my deceitful life. For you, and for her. I hope the enlightened will remember this when I stand before him.
Pues ya estaría. Hemos completado las misiones de Petrus. Las únicas que nos quedan son las de Siora. Y ya tendríamos todos los compañeros en afable. Pero lo que es más importante, hemos descubierto incluso gracias a esas misiones el origen de nuestro protagonista. Es decir, el origen de nuestro Desardet, que es de la aldea de Ulan, que es de Tirfradi, y que a su madre la capturaron cuando estaba embarazada de él. Así que imaginaos. Así que nada, chicos, chicas, en el siguiente capítulo continuaremos con las misiones principales. Así que muchísimas gracias por haber visto este vídeo. Dadle like si os ha gustado, dislike si no. Y ya sabéis, si queréis apoyar esta serie, queréis apoyar el canal, tan solo tenéis que darle like a los vídeos, suscribiros, compartid, comentad y activad la campanita de la suscripción para que YouTube os avise de cuando subo un nuevo vídeo. Así que nada más, un saludito a todos y nos vemos en el próximo capítulo de Greedfall. Hasta otra, zagales.